Welcome to Open Source Options. In this video, I'll show you how to delineate a watershed using only one tool, as long as you have a stream network. And I'll also show you how to delineate watersheds from multiple points simultaneously. So to start with this, you're going to need two things. You're going to need a stream network shown in blue here, and you're going to need a digital elevation model. You'll need the same digital elevation model that your stream network was derived from. If you want to know how to do this in one click, just check out my last video on doing this with the ArcGeeek Calculator plugin. It's super easy to do. We're going to use that same plugin to do the watershed delineations in this tutorial. So if you haven't installed the ArcGeeek Calculator plugin, go to Plugins, Manage and Install, and find ArcGeeek Calculator. You can see it here. Once you have that, and I show you how to install it in my previous video, then come down and go to this watershed basin delineation. You'll need to have your stream layer pulled up. Select the input DEM. This must be the same DEM that you calculated your stream network from. And then we're going to select the pour point. So I'm going to click on this pour point, the three dots next to it, and it will give me this cursor with a snap point to my stream network. So I'm going to come down. I want to delineate a drainage basin for this area up here. I'm going to come down and find a location down here, maybe somewhere right here to use as my pour point. So I'll select that. It puts that point in automatically. I have my input stream network, smoothing iteration. So this is something you want to think about. I like to put this to 0 because then it follows the boundary of my DEM exactly. And the same thing with the smoothing offset. I don't want these smooth usually so that I can have an exact representation pixel by pixel of the watershed. If you're doing something more cartographic and you don't want those jagged edges, then you can adjust the smoothing. We can calculate the longest flow path. I'm not going to do that here. And now when we have this, we can click run. We'll get the watershed basin and the stream network clipped to the basin. So let's go ahead and click run and let this thing go. Okay, these delineations can take a little while, so I'm going to pause this while it completes, and then I'll come back and show you the result. Well, we have an error. It timed out after 1 minute. It says I have an incorrect parameter for iterations. So let's come set this smoothing iterations to 1, and then we'll click run again. That seems to be what the issue was there. When this finishes, I'll come back and let you know. Okay, so that's finished. It took quite a while. It took about 22 minutes to complete. So it's a longer tool to run to calculate that watershed basin. That's okay. Let's take a look at the result. All right, so zoom out. You can see we have this basin calculated. If I grab this stream network, you can see that that stream network has also been calculated or clipped to the inside of the basin. So we now have that watershed complete. Okay, now, but what if we want to calculate other watersheds? What if we want to calculate multiple at the same time? We can also do that. Let's take a look at the tool that the ArcGeeek Calculator has here. We can go to the multiple basin delineation by points. Let's take a look at the inputs. Recommends an input DEM. We need an input point shapefile, and then our others are about the same, our other inputs. So first, let's create that shapefile of the points we want to select. We also don't need the stream network here if you've noticed. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll get those points ready and then we'll run this tool. So let's go in and go to layer, create layer, and we'll use a new temporary scratch layer and we'll call this pour points. We'll give it the geometry type of point. We'll change the EPSG or the CRS to our DEM to match our DEM, and we don't need any fields. So say OK. And now we can edit our pour points, select the Add Point Features tool, and let's go find some watersheds to delineate here. So let's come in, let's delineate this one here. We'll click on the stream. And if we're not exactly right, we'll be okay. It will put these on a drain, or it will snap these to the drainage network as needed. we can select, maybe let's just select 2 branches of this one to see the difference. So if we come down here, select this side here, and do this side over here. And then let's get some of these smaller basins that flow down. Grab that one. And let's get this one here. And that should give us a pretty good representation of a lot of these. And let's come over and we'll get this little basin right here. Okay, so we have those points. Let's save them, stop editing. And now we can come back to the tool. So plugins, ArcGeeek Calculator, multiple basin delineation by points. We'll set our DEM as the input. Our input point shapefile is here. We'll leave the flow accumulation threshold at 5,000. The smooth iterations we'll leave at 1. I'm going to put the smooth offset to 0. We'll process all the points in the file. We can select to process fewer than all of them if we desire to. Global stream network, we'll have that create a temporary layer. Our snapped pour point, so snap to the stream network, temporary, watershed basins, temporary, and local stream network, temporary. All right, let's go ahead and click run and wait for this to complete. Okay, so that's finished, and it only took about 4.5 minutes. Something seems off there. I mean, the basin sizes for this were smaller, and those do scale non-linearly, but it seems like this should have taken longer than the other one. Anyway, just a point, whatever the case, it still worked. We do have an error that for basin 6, there was an invalid geometry. We're not going to worry about that right now. Let's take a look and see if everything came out the way we expect. If not, we can deal with that. Let's close this. You can see here, let me pull back to the pan, that we have all these watershed basins calculated. Now, let's change the symbology. Let's change this to categorized. Let's change the value to our basin ID, and let's use random colors. Click classify, and now we have some different options here. Okay, we can see those very easily. So when we zoom in here, we can turn on our basin stream networks. You can see that we have those, and if we open the attribute table here, you can see we get attributes about all these. We get the Strahler orders. You can look at the documentation for these different things to see these, but we have various information about each one of these, and those have now been clipped to our basin. And these are from our other one. We can turn those off. Okay, so now let's just click through these to make sure everything looks correct. We'll turn off the other values. So basin 1 there, basin 2 there, basin 3 there, 4 there, 5 is there, and 6 is there. And so you can see that those basins appear to calculate well, and they're all nested there, and we were able to very efficiently and very easily create those basins for separate points using QGIS. All right, I hope you found this useful. I hope you find the ArcGeeek Calculator a useful plugin. I think it has a lot of great tools that simplify some of the workflows in QGIS. We'll probably go through some more of those in future tutorials. So stay tuned. And if you have ideas or things you're trying to work out in QGIS that you need help with, leave a comment below. I try to get to those. I can't always do, but I do try to take into consideration the things that you need help with and work on those. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.